Peak English Podcast.
From Peak English with Class. Yeah, whether you are commuting to work, doing the laundry, or just drinking your morning coffee, we are so glad you are here. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. And as always, we're really happy you decided to spend a little bit of your day with us. Before we jump in, I want to remind you that this is a B1 to B2 level English episode. If you don't understand every single word, just relax. You can always listen again.
Exactly. There is absolutely no pressure here. We are just two friends hanging out with you.
Right. So, Sarah, let me ask you a question. When someone looks at you and asks, "How was your day yesterday?" What is your automatic answer?
Honestly, I usually just panic and say, it was good, or, same old, same old.
Right, exactly. And then the conversation just dies.
Yeah, it does. It gets totally quiet. Even if I had a crazy stressful day, my brain just completely forgets everything. I feel like a robot.
Don't blame yourself. I made this mistake too for a very long time. We fall into this trap of sounding like a robot diary. Day completed, food consumed, human tired.
A very emotional robot. Yes, that is exactly how I sound. But why do we do that?
Because it is safe. But the core problem is, when we only say good or fine, we miss a huge chance to connect with people. We hide our real struggles and we hide our real joys.
Wow, that makes sense. So we are actually closing the door on real connection?
Exactly. But don't worry. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to show you a completely unexpected, simple formula to talk about your past.
Oh, I love simple formulas.
We will share 3 tiny conversational habits that will instantly make your English sound natural, emotional, and deeply human.
But before Alex reveals all of his storytelling secrets, we have a small challenge for you, our listeners.
We always love hearing from you guys. It makes this feel like a real community.
So, right now, we want you to scroll down to the comment section. Don't think too hard about grammar, just tell us who you are and how you are doing today.
Use this exact format. Type, "I'm your name from your country, and today I feel."
Let me go first. I'm Sarah from the US, and today I feel a little bit scattered, actually.
Scattered. That's a great word. What does that mean?
Well, when you say you feel scattered, it means your thoughts are going in a million different directions, like you can't focus on just one thing.
Ah, I see. Like when you have too many tabs open on your computer browser.
Yes, exactly. Like my brain has 20 tabs open and one of them is playing music, but I cannot find which one.
That is the perfect metaphor. Well, I'm Alex from the UK, and today I feel incredibly cozy.
Cozy is the best feeling. All right, guys, pause the podcast if you need to and write your comment. We read every single one. Okay, Alex, let's talk about the first tiny habit. Because earlier you asked me about yesterday, and I said my brain just goes blank.
Tell me more about that feeling.
Well, when someone asks me, how was yesterday? I freeze. It feels like my brain is trying to open yesterday's folder, but it has way too many files.
Too many files? Like what?
Like coffee, random messages, one annoying problem, and maybe a snack I definitely didn't need. It's just too messy to explain.
That sounds like a very real, very human day. And honestly, Sarah, I totally get it. I used to struggle with this constantly.
Wait, really? You? But you always tell such good stories.
Not always. Let me take you back to a few years ago. I was standing in my tiny, freezing kitchen in London.
Okay, paint the picture for me.
I was staring blankly at the microwave, waiting for my coffee to reheat. My chest felt incredibly heavy, and my shoulders were super tight,
Oh no, you were stressed?
beyond stressed. I thought, I haven't achieved anything today. I'm just spinning my wheels.
Wait, spinning my wheels? What does that mean?
Ah, good question. To spin your wheels means you are using a lot of energy and working very hard, but you are not moving forward or making any real progress.
Oh, like a car stuck in the mud or the snow. The wheels turn really fast, but the car doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. That is a perfect real life example. So, I felt like I was spinning my wheels. Then, my flatmate walked into the kitchen, looked at me, and said, "Hey, Alex, how was your day?"
And what did you say?
I forced a fake smile and just said, "Oh, it was fine. Just busy."
The classic fine and busy. It's like a shield we put up to stop the conversation.
Exactly! Psychology actually explains this. Our brains are designed to save energy. Summarizing a messy day into one word like fine is an easy shortcut for the brain.
Wow. So it's not that we are boring people. Our brains are just trying to be lazy and save battery?
Yes, but the tiny habit to fix this is simple. Stop reporting your actions and start reflecting on the overall theme of the day.
Reflecting, not reporting. Can you give me an example of the difference?
Sure, reporting is giving a list. I woke up, I worked, I ate, I slept. It's boring.
Right, the robot diary.
But reflecting is finding one strong adjective to describe the whole vibe of the day. For example, instead of busy, you can say the day was eventful.
Ooh, eventful. That sounds so much more advanced. But what does it actually mean?
Eventful simply means full of things happening. Usually more things happened than you expected.
So if I planned to just answer emails and drink coffee, but suddenly my boss gave me 3 huge projects, that is an eventful day.
Exactly. You could say, yesterday was more eventful than I expected. It sounds natural, clear, and confident.
I love that. Eventful. It sounds so much better than just complaining that you were busy. What if the day was just too stressful, though?
If it was too much, you can say the day felt overwhelming.
Ah, overwhelming. Listeners, that means there is too much of something to handle at once. Too much work, too many feelings, or too much information.
Perfect explanation, Sarah. So, habit one is swap out the word good or busy for a reflecting word like eventful or overwhelming.
Okay, I am definitely going to use that. But Alex, what if I actually didn't do anything yesterday? How do I talk about a lazy day without sounding like a failure?
That is a fantastic question, Sarah, and that leads us perfectly into our second tiny habit.
Okay, so I know how to talk about a busy day now, but what if I literally did nothing? Sometimes my Tuesday only has one plot: laundry,
Ha ha, the laundry plot, a classic.
right? And when someone asks, "How was yesterday?" I feel so embarrassed to say, "I just stayed home." It makes me feel lazy.
Sarah, I promise you, you are not alone in that. We all feel that weird guilt. In fact, let me tell you about a Sunday I had a few months ago.
Oh, I am ready for this. Go ahead.
I was lying flat on my living room rug, just tossing a tennis ball up in the air.
Very productive.
Exactly. And my stomach was tied in knots from the guilt. I just kept thinking to myself, you are wasting your life, Alex. You should be reading a book or working out.
Ugh, I hate that feeling. The pressure to always be doing something.
Right. Then my phone buzzed. It was a text from my brother saying, "Hey, did you do anything fun today?"
Ouch! The worst question to get when you are staring at the ceiling.
Yep. I felt so much shame. Psychologically, society has wired our brains to believe that rest is a failure. We think if there are no fireworks, the day isn't worth talking about.
Wow, if there are no fireworks. That is so true. We expect every day to be a Hollywood movie.
But it doesn't have to be. That brings us to our second tiny habit. Reframe the nothing into recharging.
Reframe? What does that mean in simple English?
Good catch. To reframe means to look at the exact same situation, but from a completely different and more positive angle.
Like looking through a different window. So instead of saying I was lazy, how do I reframe it?
You use practical, soft phrases. For example, you can simply say, "Nothing major happened." It sounds completely natural and confident.
Nothing major happened. I like that. It means nothing big or important happened, right? But it doesn't sound negative at all.
Exactly. Or you can use one of my favorite phrasal verbs. You can say, I just caught up on some things.
Oh, caught up on. That is such a good B2 level phrase. Listeners, to catch up on something means to do something you didn't have time to do earlier.
Spot on, Sarah. Can you give me a real life example?
Yeah, like if I worked 50 hours this week, on Sunday I could say, I caught up on sleep.
Yes, many people need to catch up on sleep. Or you can catch up on housework, or even catch up on your favorite TV show.
This is so freeing. So, a quiet yesterday can still sound totally natural if you just add small, real details.
Yes, small details always help. You don't need a crazy story. I stayed home, caught up on a few things, and took it easy. It's peaceful.
I love that. Habit 2 is officially in my brain. But what if the day wasn't quiet? What if it was just incredibly annoying?
Ah, you mean a day where everything goes wrong?
Yes, like when one tiny problem just ruins the whole afternoon.
Do you have a specific example, Sarah?
Oh, definitely. A few weeks ago, I was sitting on my bedroom floor, surrounded by piles of old papers.
Oh no. Were you trying to clean?
Yes, I told myself, I will clean my room in 10 minutes. But 2 hours later, I was reading old letters from 2018. My brain was totally fried, and my room was a disaster.
Yes, cleaning often turns into a memory museum.
Mm, A memory museum. That is painfully accurate. And honestly, I felt so defeated. My face was hot, and I was just so angry at myself for wasting time.
I completely understand that. It's so frustrating when something takes much longer than expected.
Wait, let's pause there. Takes longer than expected. That means a task required a lot more time than you originally planned, right?
Exactly. Like going to the bank for just 5 minutes, but you end up waiting in line for an hour. It took longer than expected.
Right. So when a day is full of things like that, how do I talk about it without sounding super negative or angry?
This is where our third tiny habit comes in. When the day is messy or frustrating, don't focus on the struggle. Focus on the silver lining.
Ooh, silver lining. That is a beautiful idiom. What does it mean?
A silver lining is the small, positive part of a bad situation, like a dark cloud in the sky that has a bright silver edge from the sun hiding behind it.
I love that. So even if the situation is mostly bad, there is always a tiny good part to focus on.
Exactly. And to show this in English, we use a very specific, powerful phrase. Instead of saying, yesterday was a disaster, you say, I managed to.
Managed to. So if my day was super hard, I can say, I managed to finish my work.
Yes! Managed to means you succeeded in doing something, especially when it was not easy. It sounds stronger than just saying, I did it.
Oh, I see. It sounds like there was a small daily life battle, but I won. The to do list tried to defeat me, but I survived.
Exactly. You fought the tiny boss and won. And there is another great phrase to focus on the positive result. Turned out.
Ah, turned out. That means the final result was a certain way, usually surprisingly, right?
Correct. So you can say, the day was incredibly frustrating, but it turned out better than I expected.
That sounds so balanced. It makes you sound very calm and mature, not just like someone complaining.
Yes, it shows that even if yesterday was tiring, it was still worthwhile. It was worth your time and effort.
I love that. So we are not hiding our bad days, we are just telling the story better.
All right, before we move on to our favorite part of the show, let's quickly gather up everything we just learned.
Yes, let's do a quick recap so our listeners can remember these tiny habits easily.
Habit number 1. Stop reporting like a robot and start reflecting. Instead of saying good or busy, use a feeling word like yesterday was eventful or it was a bit overwhelming.
Right. Habit number 2. Find the value in the quiet days. It is completely okay to say, nothing major happened, or I just caught up on some sleep. Don't beat yourself up for resting.
And finally, habit number 3, focus on the silver lining. If the day was a disaster, show that you survived the battle by saying, I managed to get through it, or it turned out worthwhile.
Wow, our listeners are going to sound so advanced the next time someone asks them about their day.
I have no doubt. Okay, Sarah, are you ready for the word tour? And now, it is time for our favorite segment of the entire show.
The word tour! Yay!
This is where we take 6 super practical words and phrases from today's chat and practice them together slowly.
Exactly! We want you to really lock these phrases into your memory so you can start using them today.
Let's begin with word number 1, eventful.
Eventful means full of things happening. You use it when your day was packed with unexpected moments.
Example 1. Yesterday was very eventful, so I'm completely exhausted today.
Example 2. We had an eventful afternoon at work with all those surprise meetings.
Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. Yesterday was an eventful day.
Yesterday was an eventful day. Great job! Word number 2 is turned out.
Turned out means the final result was a certain way in the end.
Example 1. The movie turned out to be much better than I expected.
Example 2. Don't worry. Everything turned out fine in the end.
Your turn. Repeat after me. It turned out better than I expected.
It turned out better than I expected. Perfect. Word number 3 is a classic phrasal verb. Ran into.
Ran into means you met someone by chance without making any plans beforehand.
Example 1. I ran into my old English teacher at the grocery store yesterday.
Example 2. Guess who I unexpectedly ran into on my way home?
Now, say it with me. Repeat after me. I ran into an old friend yesterday.
I ran into an old friend yesterday. Awesome! Word number 4 is managed to.
Managed to means you succeeded in doing something, especially when it took a lot of effort.
Example 1. I was super tired, but I managed to finish my assignment on time.
Example 2. Even with heavy traffic, we managed to catch our train.
Your turn to practice. Repeat after me. I managed to finish everything on my list.
I managed to finish everything on my list. Brilliant. Word number 5 is worthwhile.
Worthwhile means something was definitely worth the time, energy, or money you spent on it.
Example 1. The long workout was tiring, but the feeling afterward made it worthwhile.
Example 2. Helping my friend move houses was hard, but it felt really worthwhile.
Let's say it together. Repeat after me. The hard work was definitely worthwhile. The hard work was definitely worthwhile.
And finally, word number 6. Look back on.
Look back on means to remember or reflect on something that happened in your past.
Example 1. When I look back on my high school days, I always smile.
Example 2. It is so nice to look back on old family photos.
Last one. Repeat after me. When I look back on yesterday, I feel proud.
When I look back on yesterday, I feel proud. Wow, incredible work, everyone. Give yourselves a huge high five.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Whether you were cooking dinner, commuting on a crowded bus, doing your chores, or lying cozy in bed, we are so grateful for your time.
Remember, learning a language isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, enjoying the process, and being kind to yourself.
If this conversation brought a little warmth or learning into your day, please take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe to the Peak English podcast. It truly helps our channel grow and supports us so much.
Exactly. And if you're ready to take the next step on your self-improvement journey, we have the perfect episode lined up for you next.
Oh, what are we diving into next, Alex?
If you found today's conversation helpful, you are going to love our next video. Click on the recommended video on your screen right now to learn about Learn to Love Yourself More.
Yes, it is going to be such a cozy, comforting, and helpful episode. Don't miss it.
Take good care of your English.
And take sweet care of your heart.
This is Alex.
And this is Sarah. You've been listening to the Peak English podcast. Bye.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your Speak English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.